I'm here in Vietnam in a hotel room waiting to meet with a person to discuss Agent Orange and the way it affected not only her countrymen, but her opinion and perception of the destruction and the continued destruction of Agent Orange. I mean, I'm just learning something about it, you know what I mean? And I have the awareness of an association set up by some ex-GIs that battled in what the United States calls the Vietnam War, but the Vietnamese call it the American War, okay? And it's called the Development of Vietnam Endeavors, DOVE, D-O-V-E. You could check it out at dove.org, I believe. And there's a special initiative on helping the families of Agent Orange. Now, these ex-GIs set this charity up over 25 years ago. I've checked it out. I've done my due diligence. And I'm very pleased of the commitment, the dedication, and every penny goes towards this. Now, understand, I'm in the merger and acquisition business in my career after 50 years. I do due diligence. You have to find out who's legitimate, who's not. I've learned a lot of things that some organizations are not legitimate after you find out. So I actually committed to visit the organization, visit the people that set it up, and get involved. And I'm very pleased. So I'm on my second tour of Vietnam, and I'm learning to discover people that want to talk about it. And I'm talking about the younger generation. I'm talking about people in their 40s and their 50s. Not the people that are in their 60s and 70s during the Agent Orange, should I say, applications or toxic applications from 61, I believe, 1961 to 1971 by the United States government. And it's terrible. It's terrible. And, I'm one of 11 children. And we're all alive. My brother served in Vietnam as a printer. I was not drafted. I was in high school in 1973 when the draft was discontinued in January 1973. And I graduated in May, so I never had the opportunity, thank God, to get involved with the Vietnam War, okay? The American War. So, but it always touched me. It always touched me about, we all knew that was politically based and it was sad. And who suffered? The people suffered. We know that. Okay? And now we know the veterans, the Vietnam veterans, and you look at the deaths that we've had. It's underestimated of the tragic strategies, the warfare. For what? Political unrest and decision making? It was terrible. So when I'm here in Vietnam, my mind is back in the 70s going, what God, they come a long way, and these people are beautiful. These people are not only beautiful, their souls, their pride, their I can't say enough about what they think of their country. The Vietnamese people are so committed, so dedicated, so proud of their country. And I come here, I'm a different person because I see the opportunities that stand that they have not received. The younger generation is starting to see it. And there was no need for what we would call forgiveness. They've just said, hey, listen, we're moving on, man. It's a bad experience. And that's just not the war with America. It's all the wars that they've been in. Okay? And now they're in the tariff wars with China, United States, and everything else. But they have such a great mindset, man. You know? So today I'm going to actually go out and start talking to this person about the Vietnamese outlook, the perception of what happened, and what can they do. What we can help. I'm talking about the Americans. What the Americans can do, because the war of Agent Orange continues. You can look up the numbers. You can look up the data, the metrics. Go on AI. Go on Google. There's so many things that have happened that are basically corrupt. And for what? To destroy this beautiful country? It's bullshit. And the generations that continue on suffering. And what kind of help is there? Yeah, there's all these associations and charities and stuff like this. But what's really making an impact? That's what I want to know, you know? So I get very emotional and disturbed by what I believe was wrong. And the people of Vietnam suffered. And if I could do something, I will. So I want to learn more about it and how I can make an impact. The only way I can do it now is just be aware and make America aware of what's going on. Now, I'm in my 70s, and, you know, I'm very curious, but I need to become more aware and knowledgeable about what I can do as a person and with this association, because someone's got to do it, man. Someone's got to do it. And the reason why I believe I have this feeling of concern is because I was one of 11 children. My parents have over 100 descendants and no special needs, no Agent Orange victims. I just care about people. And my life, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the life that I received, the opportunities I received. And when you see these kids, and when you're in Vietnam, you have no fear of guns. You have no fear of drugs. You have no fear of crime. These people are all about service and hospitality with a smile. And let me tell you something. If you just return a smile and say thank you, even though I can't say a lick of Vietnamese, they understand it and they see it in my eyes. And if I could help them, I will. But these people are awesome, man. And I'm on a tour right now to see the whole country. My second time around, first time I was in Ho Chi Minh basically for a month, and I just spent time here in Ho Chi Minh. But I returned in the same year to take 8 weeks out to do my own research and go on TikTok and go on YouTube and do my research. Because I tell you, I am so curious, and I feel like I have a purpose. I have a purpose to help people. I've had a 50-year career, man. But the other thing that influenced me, I think, is my mother. My mother was poor, out of Chicago. Polish, 100% Polish. And even though my parents worked hard, they became very successful financially and overall kept the family together. She always cared about the poor because she was poor. And everything she did was unconditional love. And that's what I think I feel in Vietnam. Talk about family values and unity. It's all about family, pride, country, pride. That's right. So this message I want on YouTube basically just to say there's got to be an awareness of Vietnam, Agent Orange, what it did for generations. And it continues, which in my eyes is a sin. I'm fucking embarrassed that we did this to these people. For what? Start from our presidency. The services, the lies, and what they did to our soldiers. Both sides, Vietnamese, South, North, American. Unbelievable. So that's my message, man, is I'm here in Vietnam in a fucking hotel room. I did not go on the tour today because I just don't think it's important to be a tourist. I'm here to look at the people. I want to feel these people. And I know that these are the kids and the grandkids and the great-grandkids of the people that fucking suffered. And they look at me as an American. They love America, man. I'll tell you. So I'm all in on Vietnam. And when I look back at America right now, over the next 2 months, there's fucking crisis going on over there. The shutdowns. Dick Cheney dying. Okay. Pelosi retiring, the new mayor of New York City. That's the shit that they're thinking about. And I'm in my transition of retirement. It's taken me 6 years to finally let go of stupidity. Most of my life was running and chasing, driving for ambition, money. For what? Bottom line is integrity. And no one's going to remember your net worth, but they're going to remember your integrity as a person. And as you age, now that, I'm in my 70s, but really, once you hit 60, man, you really start thinking about what the fuck you did. What's the best things you did? And I held on another 10 years of ambition and drive and achievement. Doesn't mean shit. Now, this is my purpose. That's what I care about. And believe me, I've achieved basically everything I wanted to achieve because I was a strategist. I'm going to strategically put this purpose together. Well, guess what? God got me to a certain point and said, okay, enough is enough. Now you got to give back. That's my role now. And I believe I'm finding people to help me achieve what God wants me to achieve, is to help the people of Vietnam. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's at a hotel and saying thank you to somebody and tipping someone and so on. And I'll tell you, it's unbelievable what a thank you could do for people. You don't see that in America, man. We talk about entitlement in America and guarantees and free. No. There's nothing free in life. But I'll tell you, when you reach a certain age in life and you start looking at your past and say, wow, I'm at the point now where I'm at peace and free. It's not the time to hoard. Hoard is junk. Forget about it. The only thing you have is time is of essence now to really achieve something. And peace is so, so important. Not in the world of world peace, it's personal peace. What's personal peace mean? That's fucking valuable. So I could go on, but that's what I'm doing now. Is rethinking, how can I be calm, disciplined, peaceful, and avoid stupidity? Because I've been stupid for a long time. Now, God help me. God help me with wisdom and knowledge, curiosity, experiences, gaining a purpose at my age. It's beauty, man. So that's my message. God bless you guys. I know I go off the charts a lot about what's going on, on my YouTube and my TikTok. By the way, I'm on TikTok and it's fantastic, with my little stories of walking the streets. Even though I'm a tour, I'm picking and choosing. And that's freedom, independence. Just because somebody's got something structured doesn't mean you have to do it, I take the time out and decide what I want to do, what I think is educational and is important and impactful. Everything takes time. Everything takes time that is good. You know? So I'll talk to you soon. This is Rock. I'll talk to you later.